Okay, so what we will do today is we'll review our rules for side numbers, and then we'll go through the homework, hopefully answer any questions you may have. And then we will continue with our inequalities.
Okay.
All right, now you see rules for sine numbers, right, Mercedes?
Yes, I do.
Okay, addition rules, what does that say?
Addition rules. Positive plus positive equal add. That I know. I remember that.
That's right, positive plus positive is positive, and that's an add.
Yes.
Example, 2 plus 1 is 3. What's the next rule?
Negative plus negative equal add.
That's right, you add the negatives and you get what?
Negative.
Negative. Example, a minus 3 plus a negative 5 gives you a negative 8. 3 and 5, 8, and you put negative.
Yeah.
Is that part clear, Mercedes?
Yes, Miss Barbara.
Okay, so positive plus positive gives positive. Negative plus negative gives negative. All right. Now, if you have a negative plus positive, what do?
Subtract.
You subtract.
Yeah.
And then what else do you do? Right here.
Take 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 sign of the number that is largest absolute value.
An absolute value means the number
It's
without the
greater.
sign, right? That's what absolute value means. You don't put a sign. It's absolute value is like 16 is 16. 8, just 8. No minus a plus, okay? Here's an example. 2 added to a negative 10. So you subtract 2 from 10 and you get 8, right? And the largest absolute value is the 10, and it has a
Greater.
negative, so this becomes negative.
Yes.
That part clear?
Yes.
Okay, now explain to me this one, this example,
Uh, 2 plus
right here,
14 minus 4 plus 6.
minus 1.
Sorry, 14.
Okay,
14 plus 16 equal 2
now how did we get the 2?
because we subtract 14 from 16 and we have 2 left.
Right, so how did we
And
get a plus 2?
because the 16 is the absolute value, bigger numbers, so
Okay,
we carry the 16 sign. But you
absolutely.
but when you leave the 2 like that, it means it's a plus.
That's it. The default is plus. All
Yes.
right, the default. So when you don't see a sign, it's plus.
Yes.
Got it? So now addition rules, that's clear, right?
Yes.
Okay, now let's look at subtraction. Now
Yes.
that was addition. Now subtraction rules. Okay. Now another thing here, you see this a lot, like a negative outside parenthesis, inside a negative. So
Correct.
that takes the opposite. Negative, negative means plus.
Okay,
The
this is the one
opposite
that
of negative. Mhm.
where you the one that say
Right
remember.
here. Yes,
Yeah.
remember.
Remember negative and the bracket and -7. Oh, that's the one that get me a little
Yeah, I
tricky.
know. That's why I put it here. So
Yeah.
when you negative, negative, you take the opposite of the negative, which is a plus. So if you have a negative outside the parentheses and a negative inside, the opposite of the -7 is a +7. So just remember that. All right.
Oh, oh, so if we have the negative outside the parentheses and a negative inside
Mhm.
means that it's a plus.
That's right. Yeah, that's one I think sometimes cause some confusion. Okay. Negative of a negative gives a positive. That's what it's saying. The negative of a negative gives the positive. That's the opposite of the negative, positive 7. Got it?
Yes. Is Maureen sleeping?
Oh, I don't know. She may have had an appointment.
Oh,
You know, sometimes she has therapy.
okay.
So I don't know. Miss Beckles has said she would be on. There she's coming in.
Oh, I see her now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hello, Maureen. You're on mute.
yeah, she's on mute. I can see it.
Maureen, you're on mute. Okay. Now let's look at subtraction rules. Now this was addition rules. Subtraction rules are a little different. When you have subtraction rules, you change all your subtraction to addition and take the opposite sign of the following number. Now, what does that mean? -7 minus 9. That means this minus becomes a plus, right? That minus becomes a plus, and so a -7 and a plus -9 becomes -16.
-7 plus.
Yeah. You make
Mhm.
the when you have a subtraction, you change all subtraction to addition. So -7 minus a 9. That minus right there is subtraction.
Oh,
Make
it's
that
just
a plus.
that's just a different way to put it, miss. But it's actually the same as minus mean add.
Gives minus, right? And then it says to follow the addition rules. You're absolutely right, Miss Lady.
Okay.
Once you change that to a plus, then you just have your addition rules.
Oh, and they carry the sign because
Yeah.
9 is a bigger number.
No, right here, -9 and -7. Minus minus adds to give you a minus. See, the addition rules is negative plus negative is negative.
Oh,
Got it?
minus rule.
See, it
Use
says
it.
follow the addition rules. See right here?
Oh, so when you're using the parentheses, or we call it bracket, that is when that is when you're gonna bring the sign back.
Yeah,
Negative, negative.
this is
Hi,
a
Marie.
negative. Maureen, you're on mute.
She's trying to open her mute. You're still on mute. You can't hear
There
you,
you
miss.
go. Maureen, there.
No.
Hello, Maureen.
Yeah. I
Okay.
Miss Barbara.
Hello, we're
Eh,
starting with our sign
Good.
numbers.
Behind the baby.
Okay.
Miss Barbara. You see, I think this.
Are you okay?
Yeah, the charge in my phone. Hold on.
All right.
Behind a minute.
Are you using your phone?
What are you doing?
You must be getting some help. Mute yourself.
Mercedes, you have questions on this subtraction rule?
I'm just trying to make sure I got what you're saying. With the 16, you carry it back the minus sign to this with the answer.
Because it says change subtraction to addition. Then
What you want to do,
followed,
Miss Barbara?
what's the question, Maureen?
This is something you doing?
No,
Well, it's not new. I'm reviewing because it seems that several of you are having trouble with sign numbers.
This is your homework that you get to us?
No, I'll do the homework after
Oh, oh,
this.
oh, oh, that's
I'm
why can you help me?
starting with sign numbers.
I had a hard time this morning, Miss Barbara.
Oh my goodness. I hope things go
I, I
better.
had I, I had to send my grandson to get me some tea before he left because the wires like was still certain lights are working and some wasn't working.
Okay.
So we had to call in and he like a power back. They said that the man got to get electrician call. When they show me, they know like a wire was starting like to flick like it will flick like fire.
Right.
So he felt like the man don't come and that's how he get home from line. Cause everything went day last night, please.
Oh, you lost all your power.
Yeah,
yeah.
they had to turn it off because the electrician had to come today. Cause two wires.
Yeah,
They like
because
they flicker like they will catch fire.
Oh, yes, yes, that's
But I have to
important.
finish up everything. So then I have my things charging and I couldn't get the power to charge them.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, you have to be careful with that. You don't want a fire.
Yeah,
You
so
know.
my son come on at the moment and then fix it and it no come on.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Very good. Now we are going over, like I say, the sign rules because
Uh-huh.
it's necessary based on some of the things I see that
Yeah.
not just you but others are doing. So I went through the addition. Now I'm going through the subtraction. Now, Mercedes, you had a question on the subtraction?
no, you explained already. You
Okay.
explained.
All right. So
Yeah.
once you change the subtraction to addition, then you just follow the addition rules. Minus minus gives minus.
Yeah.
Minus plus a minus. See,
This
back
gives
over
them
here
one.
gives a minus, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So here's another example. Minus 3 minus minus 10. But this becomes a plus, right? Because if
Uh-huh.
minus outside paren minus inside, we take the opposite. So that becomes a plus 10. So what do we do when the signs are different, Mercedes? What do we do? According to
We,
addition.
we subtract.
That's right. You subtract, and where does your sign come from?
Oh, the sign comes from the bigger number.
The absolute value, and that's the 10. It has a plus, right? So
Mhm.
minus 3 plus 10, subtract the 3 from the 10, you get a 7, and that's a positive because the number
Yes.
with the highest absolute value is 10, and it is positive. Okay.
So, um, although I don't see a plus beside the 10, excuse me, um,
You mean beside the
in
what? The 7?
the 10. Although I don't see this a plus beside the 10
Well, you
in
see
this,
a plus here, so that means it's plus.
yeah, okay.
Well,
I
well,
see,
no, the plus here is adding, but you're right. You
yes,
don't see a plus here because that's the default.
yes, I still mean plus should be there.
Plus a plus 10. If you
Yeah,
wanted to put the plus sign, it would
yeah,
go in front of the 10 within the parentheses. But like I
mm,
say, the plus is the default, so you don't have to put it there.
there, okay.
But if it was
So,
negative, you have to put it there.
yeah,
Negative is not a default.
so I carry it forward to the answer 7.
Yes, that's right. Now, here's another example. Minus 8
Plus,
plus a minus 9 minus, that minus right there is a subtraction, right? Minus a minus 1 minus 2. So that's a subtraction and that's a subtraction. So
Uh-huh.
minus 8 plus minus 9 stays the same because that's an addition, but this minus changes to a plus, and this minus changes to a plus. You got
Uh,
it?
uh,
I'm not sure right there.
Okay, right here.
Mm,
This minus is saying minus 8, the sign on
yeah,
the 8.
yeah,
This minus is a subtraction. You see what my cursor is?
yes,
That's a subtraction. This minus is a subtraction.
yes.
So change all your subtraction signs to addition. So what do you change? You change this minus, there you got a plus, and you change this minus,
To
and
a
there
plus.
you got a plus. Okay. But remember, minus minus, that sign changes to the opposite of plus, right? From what we had over here, it takes the opposite. So minus 8 plus a minus 9 plus a 1, and this is plus, the minus changed to plus. Now, a minus 8 plus a minus 9 gives you what, Mercedes?
A minus 8 plus a minus 9 give you 17.
Minus 17.
Minus 17,
Yeah,
sorry.
minus minus give you a minus. Okay, plus a 1 and plus minus 2, that's really a minus 2, right? So you
mhm.
have minus 17 plus 1, and a plus a minus 2 is a negative 2. So what do you get? Minus 16 plus a -2. Remember your addition rules. Negative plus negative is negative. So your answer is -18.
Okay.
Any question on your subtraction rules?
No, miss, just need to review it and keep it in mind.
Yeah, just remember, number one, you what? Change your subtraction sign to addition, and then you follow the addition rules. That's it. Now, know the difference between the minus for subtraction and the minus for a sign. See, this -8 is the sign on the 8 is a negative. All right.
Yes.
This minus here is saying subtract what follows it from what came before it. And this minus is also a subtraction. Got it?
Okay.
Now, the multiplication division rules, those are some of the simplest, right? Positive times positive gives positive. Negative times negative give positive. So that means when your signs are like, you get a positive. And that holds for multiplication and division, right? But if they're different, like a negative times a positive, your sign is negative. Okay, so 18 divided by -2 gives you a -9 because 18 is plus and 2 is negative. And then the multiplication, -4 times a -3 gives you 12, but you have what? A negative and a negative, they are the same. That's why you get a positive.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, this is the multiplication one tends to be sound a little easier than the others, but just
Yeah, multiplication and division is probably one of the easiest rules. Well, other than addition plus plus. But addition negative negative is the same thing, except your sign is negative, right? You add the negatives, you get a negative. You add a positive, you get a positive. Signs are different, subtract. That's the addition and subtraction, okay?
okay.
You subtract, the sign is that of the number with the largest absolute value.
Yes, thank you.
And if you think of it, you think of if you've got more negative than positive when you're adding integers, then your answer would be negative. If you have more positives than you do negatives, your answer would be positive.
Okay.
Any questions on the sign rules? Maureen?
You're very,
No.
very patient, Miss
Okay.
Barbara.
Yeah, I wanted to go over this because some of the mistakes I think are due to forgetting the sign rules. So it's nice to review them. Okay. Now let's look at our homework. Now, Maureen, you sent me the homework and I sent you back that you had one of those correct, right? Let's just find out why. Okay. This is the assignment. Inequalities. Now, remember I said the inequalities solve just like equalities. In other words, this would solve just like if this were an equal. So whatever steps you do for an equation, you do the same thing when it's not an equation. In other words, it's an inequality. So, Mercedes, let's just take this and you tell me what do we do with this? How do we solve it? Let me just put it here. Okay, what would be your step here? You remember you're trying to get your variable on one side and your constants on one side. So you're trying to get your constants together and variables together. So what would you do for that to happen?
I tried to subtract 5 on both sides.
That's right, subtract. Let's see, let me just, okay, subtract. Maureen, what did you do?
I subtract 5 from both sides.
But somehow you didn't get the right answer. So that's why brought up the signs, okay? So we subtract 5 from both sides. So let's just,
Is it wrong?
yes, you have that one incorrect. Now, you said subtract 5 from both sides, right? Let's say these, so let's just do that. Okay, let me just copy that. And actually, I'll just go to the next screen so we have this all together. Okay, so subtract -5 on the left and subtract the 5 on the right, -5. So that's a subtraction. So what do you get, Maureen, when you do that? What do you get on the left side?
What 5x, I mean,
On the left, what do you get?
an x.
Just x, because plus
Yeah.
5 minus 5 is 0, right?
Yeah.
So we have x, and that's less than or equal. Let's just copy that sign. What do you get on the right side, Maureen?
X on the right side.
What do you get over here? A -4 and a -5 gives you what?
A -5, a minus, and a -1.
See, remember, I just went through the rule.
Oh yeah, 9.
Plus or minus?
Minus.
Minus.
Minus
That's right. -9. So when you add minus, you get a minus. So what's the answer, Maureen?
9.
A, B, C, or D?
Oh, B.
That's it. Answer B. You
Oh,
didn't have that.
No, I figured it was 9, but then how is that? I had set up mine different though. I made a mistake in setting up mine. But I set up mine 5 from 5, right?
Yes.
And then still I put 4 from 5. I did 4 from 4. Yeah. So I do the -4 from -4. That's why. Yeah. I said my 5 -5 is less than -4. -4, but it should be -5. Okay.
Oh, you put okay. So you put a 4 here instead of a 5.
No, I put 2 5s on. Before you got the 4 and the 5, I put 2 4s.
What, over here?
Yeah. That's very much my mistake.
Oh, okay. That's how you got to answer B then.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mercedes, any questions? You gave me the right thing to do for the.
No question.
So Mercy, did you get the right answer?
No, I didn't get to do it. I was so pressured at work, and they want to write us up for the realize. You have to do the like in you do in service. You have to do it online with them, and I'm backlog a lot. So they're tonight. I have to set up tonight not to do some more. Cause they give you until the end of the month.
Any questions? Number 1, -4 minus 5 gives -9. So let's answer B.
I understand mine because when I said -4, I said -4. I put -4, -4. So it's a 4 into 4 is 1.
No, wait a minute, Maureen. -4 and -4, that's not division.
No.
So you change from subtraction to division.
Oh, I see.
Right? Because minus, when you adding, that's not the same as division. So how would you get a 1 here?
Where's the 4 from 4 is 1? Why not a 4 from 4 is nothing?
You got the sign rules.
But if you put a 4 here, you had a -4 and a -4. Maureen, did you have -4 and a -4 on the right?
Yeah.
What's a -4 and a -4?
A 0.
No.
8?
A -4 and a -4 is a -8.
Yeah, -8.
Remember, I just went through the sign rules. Minus, minus. You
yeah.
add minus, -4 gives a -8. A -4 and a +4 would give you 0, right? But a
Yeah.
-4 and a -4 would give you a -8. And neither one of those answers is there. 0 is not there either.
Yeah.
So how did you pick -1? You said -1.
Yeah.
You guess?
Yeah. No, I have to do 4 minus 4, right? But I was doing it for one that we had do in class, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I could figure it out neither. But when I do it half there, I said, well, that's right. And I said, well, it can't be 8 because 8 is not in the puzzle. It's not in
Right.
the answers. And
Okay.
that makes paper and I may get confused.
Oh, okay. But now do you understand what you should do?
Yeah, yeah.
Because you
It,
can't, whatever you do on the left side, you do on the right. You don't change the numbers.
all
If you
right.
subtracting 5, that should be subtracted from both sides.
I see.
-5 on the left, subtract -5 on the right. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And if you do that, you get -9.
Mm.
Got it? Any questions, Maureen?
No, I got it.
Got it now? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go to, let's see. Now let's see. Did you do,
Number
I want to see Maureen because she sent me answers, but okay. Now, number 2, you didn't do that one correctly. So let me ask you now, what would you do first on number 2? What would be your first step?
You mean me?
Yes, Maureen.
I add 9 and 6, right? And get 15 and take it there from 45.
Wait a minute. What did you do first?
I add 9 and 6, right?
You did what?
No, I said I take away 9 from the 45 and get 36.
You just took away 9. What do you do on the left side?
That's how I do it.
I'm sorry?
That's how I figure it out. I didn't know how to, yeah.
Remember, you can't do something to the right, don't do it to the left. The key is to keep your equation in balance. So whatever you do for the left side, you do on the right side. Now, remember
So
the goal is to get all your variables on one side and your constants on the side. Now, if you want to get the 9 on the side with the -45, what do? What's your step?
Yeah, side top.
Subtract what?
9 from both sides.
That's it. Subtract
Mhm.
9 from both sides. Okay. Now, let me just bring this over to the next screen because I want it all together. Now, we want to subtract 9 from both sides. So let's just take this expression and subtract the 9 from both sides. Okay, so -9 on the left and -9 on the right. Now, what do I get on the left side, Maureen? Right here. 6y plus 9 minus 9. What does that give you?
That give me 6y plus 0.
Okay, so 6y. Let's just copy that. Okay, now you're right, plus 0. Because plus 9 minus 9 is 0. Okay, less than. And what's a -45 and a -9?
Okay. A minus for a minus is a minus is a plus, right? 9 and 5 is 14,
No,
54.
no. We just went through the rules. A minus gives a minus.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So what's the answer?
36. 9 from 45.
No. Minus added gives what, Maureen? A minus 45 plus a minus 9. What does that give you?
That's 54.
Plus or minus?
Oh, a minus.
Minus. Remember, I just went through the sign rules. And that's why I went through them. So you have a minus 54, right? Then what do you do next, Maureen?
I divide both sides
That's right. By what?
by 6.
Very good. See? Why didn't you do that on your work? You tell them exactly what to do. Divide both sides by 6. Now, what does that give you, Maureen? What do you have on the left side?
Why?
That's right, because let's just put the 6. Let's just put that. Okay. And we divide this also by 6. So 6y divided by 6 will just give you y. And minus 54 divided by 6 gives what, Maureen?
54 9.
Plus or minus?
A minus.
That's right. So what's your answer?
Minus A. A.
What? Where is she?
A minus and a minus a plus.
Minus divided by plus is minus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So therefore, y, we put y less than minus 9. Mercedes, you okay?
Yes, Miss Barbara. When she reached at the 54, I figured, oh, that must be division. And division because I look at the answers and say, oh, the answers are all small. So it can be addition. Small
Well,
numbers.
that's 6y is a multiplication, so you have to divide out that
Yeah.
6, right?
Yes.
So when you look at, and this is negative over plus gives negative. So that's how you get the minus 9. So that's answer. Maureen, what's the answer?
Minus 9.
A, B, C, or D?
A.
Answer A.
I had 9, but I didn't do it. I didn't do mine like this.
What did you do, Maureen? Because I'm trying to look
I
here.
what I did, but I don't understand. I didn't change because I say maybe wrong. So what I did was I put I add 9 to 45, right? I get 54. And that's how you do my like simple math and then divide it by 6. But then it says I must have gone wrong somewhere, so then it changed it.
Because you gave C.
Yeah, because it's 6 into 36. So after I subtract 9, first I subtract 9 from the 35, from the 45. And then I said, no, let me go the other way. I add 9 into 45 and get 54. But then it will say, but 9 can't go into 54. So that's why I changed it. But then I realized 9 can go into 54. 6 could, right? 6 could go into 54 or something like that.
Well, you would have had to add the 9 to get a 36.
Right.
But if
I
you add the 9 on the left side, you still have 9 plus 9 would be 18. So you still have constant on the left and constant on the right.
no, this is what I do. Like I put in 49 or in 45, right? I get 54. But then I divide it by 9, then to divide it by 6. I do it the short way. But when it says 6 into 55, I get 9.
Oh, you made the 6y 9y?
Yeah, yeah,
You made a mistake because this is a
yeah,
6y,
yeah.
right? Yeah, because 9 in the 54 would give you what? 6. But this is a 6y. That's why you have to always bring down what's in the original inequality. Can't make this 6y change to a 9. The state is 6y here, and it has to be 6y here, right? You can't start just changing it. You've got to carry the same numbers and variables that's in your original inequality. You don't change them.
Oh, okay.
You got it, Maureen? You can't make this 6y 9y.
I know.
Okay?
All right.
Is that clear now what you do?
Yeah, that made me scared again.
Yeah, you have to be careful now. Always look at your original
Mhm.
and make sure you use the same variables and numbers. Got it?
Mm.
Mercedes, you okay?
Yes, Miss Barbara, I'm fine.
Okay. Now, all right, Mercedes, you can do the number 3. Here we go.
Oh,
How would you solve number 3? 7 greater than or equal to x over 4. What do you do?
I'm not sure about this one. Whenever I see something like that sign there, like fraction, I always not sure how to
Well,
do.
the fraction is a division,
Oh yeah, so
right? So what's the opposite of division?
uh the opposite of division is multiply.
That's right. So what would you do? Tell me, what would you multiply?
I would have to find a number that multiply 7 that that I would say 7 times 4 to get the answer that what can go in that 4 can go into and giving back 7. I can circle now.
Now, what
So
would you do? Say it again.
I have to find a number that if the number when I multiply, I must get that number that 4 can go into giving back 7. So I would say 7 times 4 or 4 times 7.
So what would be your first step?
That's I don't know. Okay. That's what I don't sure what to do right here because of the it's set like a fraction.
Yeah, but the fraction is a division. So Maureen, what would you do first?
I don't know. I multiply 4 by 7.
That's right. That's what you do. Multiply.
Oh, that's what I say that, Miss Barbara.
No, you said find a number that it goes into. You're making it more difficult than what it is.
No, I didn't hear the first part of my statement.
You said find a number that the 7 will go into.
The 4 would go into that, and that if you multiply seven,
No, you
4,
say no, you say 7.
yeah, 4 and multiply 4 and
But
7, give that number that 4 can go into and get back 7.
you
Same
don't
number if you
need to
go into
say
4 to
all
get
that. All
7.
you do is say multiply both
Okay.
sides by 4.
Yes. By 4.
Multiply both sides by
Okay.
4. Remember, your goal here is to get your constants on one side and your variables on another, right? So your 4 is over here and you want your 4 over here, but it's divided. So you'll have to multiply,
Okay.
right? So multiply both sides by 4. All right, let's just take that. Multiply both sides by 4. Let's copy that and multiply both sides by 4. So that would be 4 right here. 4 times 7. And then and this is x over 4. And this would be times 4. All right. Let me make that an asterisk so we don't have the x here. Okay. Because we've got the x and I don't want to use the x for the multiplication. Okay, so we multiply that by 4. Let me just take out the underlines. Okay, now on the left side, what do you have, Mercedes?
On the left side,
Oh,
I
right here.
have 4 times 7,
And what's that equal to?
28.
28. Very good. 28. Now let's put greater than or equal. That's our inequality symbol. Now, what do we have on the right? X over 4 times 4 gives you what?
0,
No.
1.
X times 4 over 4. What's the answer?
Unless I'm going to say
X divided by 4 multiplied by 4. What does that give you, Mercedes?
x divided by 4,
Multiplied by 4. What does that give you?
16.
No.
I don't know. I don't understand that little part there. 1.
X times 4. Okay, let's just put that. Okay. Let me just take this. Okay. Let me just copy that and put it here. Okay. And put the 4 back here. Straight multiplication. Okay, let's take out the sign there. The inequality. Okay. Now, what's 4 times X, Mercedes?
That's 4x.
That's right. Very good. 4X. And we're dividing that by 4. So what is that equal to?
1. 4 into 4, 1.
Yeah, what are you doing? You're throwing away your X?
Oh, 4x.
What is that equal to?
4x?
No.
4. I say 1 in the beginning. I don't know. I don't understand right there then.
You said
What's
one, but you didn't say one X or one, you know.
that's what I'm saying.
You better say one X.
She's throwing away the X. 4 divided by 4 is
Oh,
1, right, Mercedes?
It's 1x.
But you've got an X, so it's 1X or just X.
Oh,
for her.
I didn't mind to just say x, but I'm not sure I'll be correct.
Yeah, but if you can't just say 1, 4 divided by 4 is 1. But 1 times X is just X, right?
Okay.
So on the right side, this is just X. Correct?
Okay, so the x fall on the right side this time.
Yes, but we want X on the left. All your answers have X on the left. So what do we do, Mercedes, to get X on the left?
We I'm not sure. We're going to multiply 28 on both sides,
No,
x on both sides.
no. What do you do, Maureen? You know?
It's a trap.
No.
Oh,
If I want just X on the left, I reverse my inequality. So instead of greater than or equal, it
it'd be less
becomes
than.
less. That's it, less
Yeah.
than or equal. So
Yeah.
this will be X,
X
and this will be less than or
Less than
equal. This symbol.
28.
That's right. Whenever you
or
switch sides, you reverse the inequality. Remember
yeah.
that rule. So that's less than or equal to 28.
Oh, so I mean, that you that's when I get right then.
Oh,
Yeah, you
boy.
had that one right, Maureen. Answer C. Okay, let's
Yeah.
put that there. Answer C.
I do better next time.
I know you will, Maureen. I know you will. Any questions? Mercedes, questions?
No, Miss Barber.
Yeah.
I just forgot that I should switch it. That's why I was
Yes, you've gotta, if you switch the variable from right to left, you reverse the inequality. If this were just greater than, it would become less than. If it were less than or equal, it would become greater than or equal. So whenever you switch the variable to another side, you reverse the inequality. So this will be x less than or equal 28. And let's answer C. Questions?
I actually would have get this wrong because when I was writing off this question, I missed two and I write three. And then I realized I had missed two, so I do 1, 3, and then I do two. You see? So I said I three for C and two for C because
Yes,
I had missed two,
you wrote the
and I
wrong
already
number.
done write three, so I don't want to worry it out to start two, so I put it to the other side, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it become like 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6.
Now, Mercedes, when you were saying find something that goes in it, all you have to remember here is you do the opposite operation. This is a division. So that fraction is really a division. That's saying x divided by 4. So if you're trying to get x by itself, you've got to multiply by 4. Got it?
Yeah. Yes.
And 4 by 7 is 28. So you're left with just the x on the right side.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to any questions on number 3?
No, thank you, miss.
All right, let's go to number 4. Now, this one is a
Oh boy.
right?
Murray can do that one.
No, this one's just like the other ones, except you've got variables and numbers on both sides. So what do you want to do? You want to get all your variables on the left. You want to get the minus 19D on the left, and you want to get the minus 57 on the right. So what do you have to do? Maureen, you want to tell me?
Yeah, I got to concentrate.
Okay,
So
let's just take it a step at a time. And you can do it any way you want to do it. There's no wrong way to do it. If you want to start with the variables, that's okay. You want to
so you
start
put
with the
my
constant, that's okay. So how do you want to
okay.
start?
And this got me confused anyhow.
Okay,
The
okay,
38D and 19D. I had do my 38D and 19D.
okay. Well, you can start there. You want to get your 19D on the same side as your minus 38D, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So what do you do for that to happen, Maureen?
Let me see. Now you sidetrack. You put okay, you divide yeah, the sidetrack they divide both sides.
No,
I can't
we're
find it.
only talking about getting the variables together. So you said you want to get the minus 19D on the side with the minus 38D. What would you do for that to happen? What operation?
Sidetrack.
Why would you subtract, Maureen? Tell me why.
That might probably get messed up there. You got
This,
they add or divide. Because there's two subtractions,
no,
right?
no, don't get them
Okay,
mixed up now.
okay,
Okay, let's take it a step at a time.
okay.
You want to get your minus 19D
Uh-huh.
on the same side as your minus 38D. That sign is a negative sign, right? So what's the
Yeah,
opposite of the negative?
positive.
That's right. So positive means you want to add, right?
Uh-huh.
So tell me what you say. Add what?
19.
That's right. Add 19D.
Uh,
Don't throw away the variable now. Add 19D to both sides.
both
Now do
sides.
that.
19D.
Add that to both sides. Mercedes, you're doing that?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so add that to both sides. And let's just put that there. Okay.
And one is 38D,
Let me put that. Let me
17.
copy that and put the 19D there. Okay, so add 19D to both sides. So let's just put plus 19D. And do the same on the right side. Stay in balance. You have to do the same thing to both sides of your equations, right? So that's plus 19D. Okay. I was trying to get this all on one side. Let's see. There we go. Now, Maureen, I have a minus 38D and a plus 19D. What does that give you? Add the minus 38D and a plus 19D. What do you get?
57D. 57, I presume.
Maureen, that's why I went over the signs. What do you do when the signs are different? When you
Or
add
the
it,
sidetrack.
you subtract. That's right. That's why we went through those sign rule review. So you subtract. So the minus 38D and the 19D gives you what?
That's what I meant.
You say you subtract. So what do you get from a minus 38D and a plus 19D?
38, 19,
What do you get?
19
Plus or minus?
minus.
That's it. Minus 38D and a plus 19D gives you a minus 19D. So let's just put that there. This becomes a minus 19D. So let me just put 19D. And that's a negative. So this comes out because we added it, right? Now on the right side, Maureen, what's a minus 19D and a plus 19D?
A minus 19 and a plus 19.
Minus 19D and a plus 19D. What does that give you?
That's what I meant. I think 19 a minus and a plus is a 0.
That's right. Anytime you have a minus or plus of the same expression, whether it's variables, numbers, or combination, is 0. So what we have on the right side, let's just copy that. That would be a 0. So we have minus 19D minus 57 greater than or equal to, and this would just be the 76 left, right? 76. There we go. Any questions so far? Everybody
That's what
with
I
me?
meant.
What you have left, miss?
We
Just
have
in,
minus 19D minus 57 greater than or equal to 76. Because like Maureen said, the minus 19D and the plus 19D is 0.
yes.
And 76 plus 0 is just 0. So I'll put the 0 there so you see. That's a 0, right? Now, Maureen, what's your next step? You want to get your constants together. So what do you do?
Okay, hold on. Where's the
Other,
const?
you want to get this minus 57 on the same side as the 76. So what do you do?
You put this the sidetrack.
Why would you subtract, Maureen? This is a negative. And if you wanted to go to 0, you'd have to add, right?
Okay.
You'd have to add the 57.
Uh-huh.
If you leave this 57 on the same side as the 76, you have to add it. So that goes to 0, right? So you
Yeah.
add 57
Uh-huh.
to both sides. Mercedes, you all right?
I'm not sure, miss, because where is the 19D that we got?
It's right here. Minus.
Okay.
The minus 38D and the plus 19D. Remember, with our sign rules, what do we do when we add unlikes? We subtract. So the
Yes.
19D from the 38 gives 19, but
Yeah,
absolute values are 38. That's why that's a negative. Got it?
so no, we are working out
The constants.
okay.
I'm trying to get the 57 on the same side as the 76. But this is a minus, so I have to add 57 to both sides. You with me?
Okay, let me see something here.
Okay. So add the 57,
To both sides.
both sides. So on the left side, plus 57, right? And on the right side, plus 57. Everybody with me?
Yes, miss.
Okay, Mercedes, what do I have left on the left side over here? What's left?
On the left side.
Minus
You have minus 19D.
That's
19.
right, because minus 57 and plus 57 is what? Mercedes?
Say that again, please.
A minus 57 and a plus 57.
Minus 57
And a plus 57 gives you what?
plus 57. So, oh, you get a 0 there.
That's a 0. So let's just put 0 here, okay? Anytime you add the same expression, when you add the minus and a plus, you get 0. So now on the left side, I just have 19D left, right? So let's just put that there. Okay. So that's just 19D, and we can take out the 0. We don't need it because that adds up to just 19D. Now, what's 76 plus 57, Mercedes?
76. 76 plus
57.
57.
Mhm.
That is equal to 133.
That's right, 133. There we go. So we're getting closer to our answer. Now, what do we do next, Maureen? We've got minus 19D greater than or equal 133. What do we do next?
Hold on.
We want to solve for D. So what do we do? Minus,
Divide.
that's right, very good, because minus 19D is a multiplication. That says minus 19 times D. So we divide both sides by minus 19, right? Now say this, you okay?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to divide both sides by minus 19. So let's just copy this and put our 19 as our divisor. Okay, so on the left, We put our minus 19. And on the right, we put our minus 19. Okay. So what do we have on the left side, Mercedes?
On the left side, we have on the left side we have just the 0.
No. What's minus 19 divided by minus 19?
Oh, that's 1.
That's 1, right? Okay, so let me just move all of this over. Okay. So that means this would be just D, right? 1D. So
Yes.
let's just copy D. And greater than or equal. Let's just copy the inequality symbol. And what's 133 divided by minus 19, Mercedes?
7.
Plus or minus?
Ooh. Minus
Minus, very good. So that would be a minus
7.
7. But we divided by a negative. So what do we do when we divide by negative? Divide or multiply?
We're gonna flip the sign.
That's right. Reverse the sign. So this D becomes D less than or equal to minus 7, right? D. Let me go back up here and grab a less than. So this becomes D less than or equal minus 7. What answer is that?
Cancel the answers.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's go
scroll
back
down.
up here. Okay. D less than or equal minus 7. What answer?
Let's answer B.
I had that right today, sir. I
No,
didn't
D
remember.
less than or equal to a negative 7.
Oh, sorry, D.
Mercedes. D, answer D.
I had that right today, changed it.
What happened, Maureen?
I
You
don't know.
gotta have more confidence in yourself. The answer
Uh,
is D.
no.
Okay, see, whenever you divide, remember the rule. Divide by negative or multiply by negative, you reverse the inequality. So greater than or equal becomes less than or equal. Questions?
Oh, boy, I can't even say nothing.
I wish it would be shorter, though. I was
Well,
planning to
this
do
one, you
that.
you the goal is in all cases to get the variable on the left, right? In this
Mm.
case, you got variables on both sides, so you need to get the variables together. So your goal is to get the minus 19D with the minus 38D and the minus 57 with the 76. Doesn't matter which step you do first. All right. And when you look at this, you say, oh, this is a negative, so I've got to add it. So add the 57 and the 76. So you've got your 133. Now you say this is a minus 38D and a minus 19D, so I've got to add it. So what's adding a minus 38D and a plus 19D? That's a subtraction from our sign rules. Okay.
And the next month I can get all right this time.
So I mean, you can really do this mental math because
Yeah,
the numbers were simple enough to do it,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Minus 38D plus 19D gives you minus 19D. And then add your 57 to your 76, so you get your 133. Now you've got what we had here. Minus 19D greater than or equal 133. Since you divide by negative, you reverse the inequality. Questions?
No, thank you, Miss.
Not really.
Very Very good.
Well,
You
I
got
think you, I think you can do number 5. It's another one where you have variable on the left, variable on the right, constant on the left, constant on the right. So you do this one and tell me what you get.
you want us to do it now, miss?
Yes, do number 5. All right. Let's see. Let
Can
me
you slow
just,
down again, miss? So I
yeah,
can write
I
it.
will. I just want to
Yes.
put that one over by itself. Okay. Now,
Okay.
can you see it?
Yes, miss. Thank you.
Okay. So you've got minus 67B on the left and you got 9B on the right.
Uh,
Get that 9B on the side with the minus 67B. Get that 6 on the side with the 43. Look at the signs, and that tells you what you have to do. And work on that one. Tell me your answer.
Maureen seeing like she no answer ready.
okay, that's subtract first.
Now, it doesn't matter which way you do it. You can do your constants first, or you can do your variables first. Mercedes, which step are you doing first?
Starting with the constants.
Okay. So what are you doing with the constants?
Let me make sure I get it right. The one with the variables. Um, Sometimes I want to put like +6 on the plus 43 and work it out. What maybe
But
get it
wait
right.
a minute, Mercedes. Why would you put a plus and it's a plus? Remember, you do the opposite. If you want to get this 6 on the side of the 43, you've got to subtract it out, not add, right?
Okay.
That's a plus. What's the opposite of plus, Mercedes?
Subtract.
That's it. So watch your signs. That's why I went through the signs with you, okay? Because if you put a plus, you've got constant on the left and constant on the right. You'd have a 12 on the left and then you'd have a 49 on the right. You still have constants on both sides. So you
Okay.
haven't solved getting your constants together on one side, right?
That's right.
What did you do first, Maureen?
I do 67B and 9B.
And how did you get them on the same side?
I subtract 9 from both sides.
Subtract 9B from both sides. Very
Yeah.
good. Good start. All right, keep going and tell me what answer you get.
Couldn't know, couldn't know, couldn't answer it.
Anybody got an answer?
No, I'm stuck.
Okay. You can use your calculator on it. Maureen, did you get your calculator?
Not yet.
Well, you can use the calculator on your phone. It's because this is just a division. It's not like a square root or anything.
My phone charging it was down to zero. Because we didn't have any electric. But my son got ordered for me this morning. He was gonna order it for me today.
Yeah, you
But
can
then we,
order it from Amazon.
yeah, and then we didn't have the current. So I want he ordered a few more things for me, like some slippers and things I want him to care about. This for me when we go there.
Mm-hmm.
So he can do it when he come in this evening. Cause he just called and show me things and make sure they're the right things I want, right? So
Right.
they but we didn't have the current, so he can do it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So when he come in, he will do it. I
All
will
right.
pick what he want. They will confuse me all the time on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stuck.
Who's stuck?
I am.
What about you, Mercedes?
I'm stuck too. I don't know what to do next.
Okay, Maureen, what was your first step?
I subtract 9 from both sides.
9B. Don't throw away your variables now.
Yeah, 90 from all two
Okay.
sides.
Okay, so that's a good
So I
start.
get
Subtract.
9. I get one answer is 58 and B, right, which is 0.
Okay, let's just
And
do what you did. Subtract 9B. Very good start. Let's just put that there and you tell me what you got. Okay. Subtract 9B from both sides. So let's do that. Minus 9B. And on the right, minus 9B. Okay. All right. Now, when you did that, Maureen, what did you get on the left
I
side?
get, I from the one side I get a 0, 9 from 9.
That's on the right side. What do you get on the left side?
9 from 63 is 58. 9 from 67.
No. Minus gives you what, Maureen?
Oh, a plus.
That minus, you add the two negatives. What's this? Minus 67B and a minus 9B. What does that give you, Maureen?
Or 9 and 7 is 16. 76.
Minus 76. So that would be a minus 76B. And you still have your 6, right?
Yeah. I still got the
And
43.
that's right. You still got your 43 because your 9B minus 9B is 0. So
Uh-huh.
this would be less than or equal. So let's put that there and 43. Okay. So
Hold on.
that's what you have right there, right?
Wait a minute, please. She
Okay.
she
Mel
had what did
Yeah,
she
I
have?
got 76. B, yeah.
Mercedes question.
Yes. What did she have there?
Minus 67B and a minus 9B gives you a minus 76B. Add those two. 9 and 7, 16, 6 and 1 to carry, and 6 and 1 is 7. Right, Mercedes?
So I had those two.
Yeah, negative adds to negative.
Okay.
And
So
you have the 6. The 9B minus 9B is 0. Plus 9B minus 9B is 0. So you're just left with the 43.
hold on.
Everybody okay now with that, where we are?
No, no, give me a sec.
Yeah, don't forget.
Oh, you did the other side again? You says
9B plus 43 minus 9B. And the 9B minus
Uh,
9B is 0.
uh-huh.
Plus minus same expression gives you 0. Mercedes, you follow?
yes. So
And so you have 43 plus 0 is just 43.
okay, 9B plus 9B is 0. Now you bring down the 43.
That's right. You just have 43 plus 0 is just 43.
Oh.
You okay?
Okay, so we are at minus 76B plus 6.
Less than or equal to 43. Now we need to get our 6 with the 43. So what do you do, Mercedes?
So we have to get the 6 where the 43 is.
Yes, you want to get these constants together and it's being added. So what operation do you do?
So we are going to, let's see. We are
Uh,
going subtract 6 from both sides.
That's right. You got it. See, that wasn't so hard, right? Subtract 6 from both sides.
So
So
first it is
subtract 6. Let's put the 6 here. Now do that. I think you can finish it from here. Subtract your 6 from both sides.
and this is 0.
Maureen, you doing that?
yeah.
What do you get? Minus 6 on the left, minus 6 on the right. Subtract the 6 from both sides. So what do you have on the left side, Maureen?
Well, have we that's a minus 76b
That's
minus 0
no,
plus 0
okay. Minus 76b plus 0. Okay. And what do you have on the right side? What's 43 minus 6?
37.
Okay, so that would be less than or equal to 37. Okay, now what is your next step, Mercedes?
Oh boy. We are going to we're going to subtract 37 from both sides. Oh no. I'm confused right here, Miss Barbara. You have to call Maureen the L.
Maureen, what do you do next?
Hold on a minute.
So you have minus 76b,
Plus 0.
and we can just take the 0
Plus.
out. That's just 70. Okay, so this is where you are. And minus 76b is a multiplication. Remember?
Oh.
Side by side.
Minus
That says
7b.
minus 76 times the variable b. So, Maureen, what do you do at this point?
Oh. You're going to multiply
Multiply, divide,
Yes, divide what, Maureen?
30.
and a good 37 by 76.
No, you're trying to get b by itself on the left. What do you do, Maureen?
Divide both sides by 76.
Divide both sides by minus 76.
Yeah.
All right. Now, say, did you follow?
Yes,
That's
miss.
a multiplication. Opposite of multiplication is division. So you divide both sides by minus 76. Now do that and tell me what you get.
Okay. Let me calculate. I'm going to big number. There is
And I will put this all on the next page. What do you get when you divide it?
anybody and get. I know if it's calculator work right. That's 0.4868
And you round it off to what?
49.
Right. So what's your answer?
Or would be less than 49. Let me see.
What did she divide?
Divide by 37 by minus 76.
Mhm. Therefore, 0.49.
Yeah, put the minus 76 underneath both sides. Okay. Minus 76. Put it on the right side. Put the minus 76. That's what you're dividing by, right? Minus 76
All right.
and minus 76. What do you get, Maureen?
0.49.
Okay, so let me just put this over here. Okay. So you have B. Let me just take out this on the line. So you have B less than or equal
49.
negative 49, right?
I still don't know where she get that 49. So
Less than
divide.
or equal point 49, right? Maureen, you rounded off?
Yeah, it was 0.486 and I made
Yeah,
it
it rounds
49.
off to 49. Now,
Why
since
said
you divided by a negative, Maureen, this is a negative. We have to reverse the sign and this becomes what?
Positive.
Yeah, no, it becomes greater than or equal.
Because, yeah.
Yeah, so that would be answer C.
See,
Become greater than, because you divide by negative, right?
yeah, that's
So if
true.
you divide by negative, you've got to reverse the inequality. Mercedes, you get question?
what's the answer she got? Or 0 point.
48, what was
And
it?
you round it off to
Yeah, you
49.
rounded off to 0.49
Yeah, I just
because
see the
that's what you had in your answer. Yeah, you divide the 37 by
I
76, and you get 0.486
Four, four,
that rounds off to 0.49, Mercedes, right?
yeah. Yeah, sorry. But first
Okay.
I put it in the wrong in the calculator and I take it out and try it again.
Yeah, you got to divide the 37 by 76. 76 is the divisor. And you've got to flip, not flip, you've got to reverse the sign, and that becomes B instead of less than or
It's great.
equal, it becomes greater than or equal. And that's in answer C right here.
Okay.
Because you divided by negative, right? So B greater than or equal to minus 0.49, because we rounded off to two places. Questions? And that was answer, let me go back up here. That's answer C. Answer C. Any questions?
No, Miss, I'm just gonna have to review this maths to make sure I get this double thing right.
Okay. This just like the other ones. That one before it, we tried to get the constants on one side, get the 6 where the 43 is, get the 9b on the side with the 67b. And that's why we subtracted, because this is an add. All right, now we've got our constants together, our variables, 76 minus 76b. That came from minus 67b and a minus 9. Remember your signs, you add the negative, get a negative. Then we want to get the constants together. So we want the 6 on the side with the 43. That means we have to subtract. And the 43 minus 6 is 37. Now at this point, that's a multiplication. So to get B, you have to divide out this minus 76. Both sides, okay? And the 37 over the minus 76 is a minus 0.49. But since you divided by a negative, you have to reverse the inequality. Instead of less than or equal, it becomes greater than or equal. Any questions?
No, miss.
No.
Okay. So there again, the sign rules come into place. The inequality rules come into place where if you divide or multiply by negative, you reverse the inequality symbol. Got it?
Mhm.
And remember your side-by-side multiplication, because you have a tendency when you get to this step, you want to add, but that's a multiplication side by side. Minus 76b says minus 76 times the variable b, right, Mercedes?
Yes, sir. Then we
That's
should
not
go
an
to
add, that's not a subtract, it's a multiplication. Opposite is division. Got it?
yes, miss. Thank you.
Okay, and we had one more. All right, Mercedes, you can solve this one.
Me.
Mental math, what's the answer, Mercedes?
Oh, let me look at it.
Solve the inequality minus 8c greater than 96. What's the answer?
Let me see. The answer would be uh,
A, B, C, or D?
C.
How did you get C?
Oh. Hold on, Miss Barbara. Let me retract my answer.
I
Let me
just told you you have a tendency to want to add with multiplication.
let me retract my
That's
answer.
not a C plus an 8, minus 8.
Okay,
That's a
my
multiplication.
answer is A.
The answer is what?
Multiplication. A. It's a multiplication. Oh, oh, yes. Don't say another word, Miss Barbara.
I
I
won't. I want you to tell me the answer.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the answer right now.
Okay, give me the answer.
As I see, I remember you told me a while ago. So the answer have to be. Oh no! If I did them both. Oh no. Okay, let me go back. The answer is um. Okay, my answer is. Let me see which one I choose now. Um. Okay, greater than, less than. Okay, the answer is D, miss.
The answer is D. That's correct.
Yes.
Very good. Divide by the minus 8, you get a minus 12. But since you're dividing, you have to
Yeah.
reverse the sign. Instead of greater than, become less than. Very good. Maureen, you got that?
I
Oh,
had that from the beginning.
You had it from the beginning,
I
but you didn't,
I'm a dog
when you
here.
gave your answer, you said C.
No, I didn't say. I said C.
Well, the ones when you sent me your answers, you had number 6 as C. You added, and that's Mercedes did that too at the beginning. You added the 8 and the 96, but that's a multiplication, so you don't add, you divide.
I turn on my phone.
Well, the answers you sent me, Maureen, number 6 was C.
I can
That
tell what I said.
was just a mistake you made.
I can look into my phone now.
Shaking something.
Check your phone. That's what I wrote down, and you
I can
text
check
me.
it now because I had to turn it on because it was off right now.
Okay. So what did you have you sent me?
Okay, just a
Number
minute.
6. What was your answer for number 6?
Okay,
Maureen?
I tell you now.
What did you have?
right.
You had
Yeah,
C, right?
yeah, I get mixed up with all these. And I had D, you know.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
sent me C.
yeah, that was my mistake.
Okay.
That's
And
interpret.
Mercedes did the same thing when she first gave me an answer. She said C because she took this as an ad. And remember, I told you side by side multiplication.
Yeah.
So you
So
see
I do
A,
it here.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's
I
say
that's
do it
if
here. Cause I know what 12 is and 90.
I
It is,
remember
but
this
it's 9,
now.
and they changed it. And they changed it
mhm.
here. It had 9 pounds. My thing, it said, C.
Okay.
That's my fault again.
Mercedes, what were you about to say?
I was I was say when I see the 8 beside the C, I remember you says, oh, it's multiplication. We see told him like that.
Yeah, because you're getting, that's something you and Maureen are doing. You're getting multiplication mixed up with addition. Addition would have something plus something, right?
Okay.
So when you see a constant and a variable, actually that -8 is a coefficient of the variable C. That's a multiplication, side by side multiplication. That means -8 times the variable C. Opposite of multiplication is what?
Divide.
That's it. That means you've got to divide out the -8. -8 and 96 give you a -12. But since you divide by negative, you reverse the greater than to a less than. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's just do, well, I wanted to do some word problems, but let's just see if we're going to have time.
Every
Okay.
time I got this, I got in create.
What is
In
it,
the time.
Maureen?
I said, we should have a little time to in create.
Okay.
It's like 2:39.
What time is it?
Okay. I want you to solve this problem. Tell me the answer.
Right, and
It's
solve the
minus 3x greater than or equal to -24.
Okay, 3
Which
minus 3x. And the
the
number,
product of a -3 and a number is at least -24. Which of
okay,
those are correct for this inequality?
at least.
At least means what, Maureen? Greater than or equal. At least means greater than or equal. At most means less than or
Less than.
equal. That's right. So based on that, Maureen, what would you say the answer is? A, B, C, or D?
3, a number that I could be wrong, at least.
When you say
I would
product,
say,
that's multiplication, right? And
yeah, the product, yeah,
the number here is X,
yeah.
the variable X. So which one
Uh-huh.
would you say is correct? A, B, C, or D?
Okay. I
You
would
know,
say B.
what would you say, Mercedes?
See?
You said C,
Yes.
and Maureen said B, and Maureen is correct.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Let me see.
The,
Oh yeah, go to
okay,
that.
right. The product of -3 and a number, that's the -3x. At
Yeah.
least is greater than. So that means greater than or equal to a -24, right? And then when you solve it, you solve what? Divide, I'm sorry, you divide -3 into -24, and that gives you a plus X. But Maureen, what did you fail to do here?
Where?
You divide by a negative, so what do?
You get a positive.
No, you divide by a negative, you reverse the inequality. So this greater than or equal becomes a
Become
less.
less
That's
than
right. So your answer would be what?
A.
That's it. Answer A.
Oh,
Mm.
I
Mercedes,
see.
did you get that? That's why I asked you, what did you get? Okay.
Uh,
So answer
A.
A. Let me just put it here.
negative.
Answer A. Questions?
No, miss.
First, you look at the words and convert
Yeah,
them
yeah.
to
Yeah,
the,
Mr. Funny Words.
yeah, product of -3 and a number. That's -3x, right? At least greater than or equal. Okay. So, but once you put the greater, but since you're dividing by negative, you'll have to reverse the
At
inequality
least
to a less than or
greater
equal.
than or equal.
Mhm. So to solve it, you have greater than or equal, but you're dividing by negative. So that makes it reverse to less than or equal. Answer A. Questions?
No, miss. I have to review this one and look at
And what is most?
Oh, greater than or equal is at least at most is less than or equal.
Uh,
The actual, the opposite.
less.
All right, here's another one. Solve this one. This was similar to the one we just did.
Most.
Okay, so X is no. X is greater.
That's a one to solve, right?
Yes.
Miss, the answer is A, miss.
That says A.
Oh, she
How did
said
you get A?
I
1.
multiply 3 by 5, and it's X over the third.
But that's a minus X.
Yeah.
That's a minus 1X.
Oh, so it become plus.
No,
Yeah, there's minus one X, so it gotta be X is greater than minus 15.
so what's the answer?
Yeah,
The answer is A. Because
yeah.
because you reverse, this is minus X less than 15. So X would be less than, I mean, minus 15. So you have to reverse it because you divided by the negative. So answer A.
Yeah, the two I got it right.
You had it right, Mercedes?
I
Yeah,
said
that's what she
that.
said. She said A. I said A.
Okay, very good. You got it right.
Yeah.
Answer A. Okay, very good. Oh, you're doing good. You got 100 so far. Okay, that's great. Okay, number 3.
Oh no, here comes
What
enemy.
is the value of X? Such as perimeter of a rectangle show is at least 48 centimeters.
If that is 48 centimeter, then
At least that's
At
greater
least.
than or equal. At least greater than or equal. Now, how do you find perimeter?
by by adding the 4 sides.
Add the 4
That's
sides.
right, yeah.
All right, so add the 4 sides.
So that's 3X and 4X.
1, 2.
That's only 2 sides. You got to add 4
I
sides.
know, I
Remember,
know.
it's 2 times the length plus 2 times the width.
Uh,
So add each one of these twice.
I know.
3x plus 3x, 4 plus x expression plus 4 plus x. Now that's got to be what?
2 is 12.
Greater than or equal to 48.
That is 3,
So I
6,
want you to
7.
solve that. 3x plus 3x. 4 plus x plus 4 plus x greater than or equal to 48. What is x greater than or equal to?
Okay, X is, let's see, less.
What's the value, Maureen? You got to solve that value
It's
of
six,
x.
it's 3 and 3 is 6. And then it's 14.
What?
If you multiply, you add 4 sides, you say that or multiply.
You got to add them.
Yeah, 3 and 4 is 7, and 3 is 10, and 4 is 14.
Where are you getting 14?
From
It's 4 sides.
Yes.
but two sides smaller.
No,
two
if you
sides
if you
longer.
if you add the 4 sides, it would look like this. Okay, you'd have 3x
6, 9, 12.
plus 3x
That's
This is
6x.
plus 4 plus x
That's 6 and 4 is 10.
and plus
4.
4 plus x.
Yeah.
So when you add all those up, you get what? This is 4 plus x.
14x.
No.
If you add the 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 4 is 10, plus 4
No,
is
that's not
14.
an x, Maureen. That's a number. That's not 4x. That's 4 plus x.
So that is 3x plus 3x is 6x.
Plus
Plus
1x
4
plus 1x
is
plus
7x,
1x.
8x.
And then you have 4 plus 4 is 8. So you got a
Uh,
constant there. So
3, 6, 7, 8.
now
16.
put that as greater than or equal 48 and then solve it. And what do you get?
Okay. Yeah.
Mercedes, you with us?
Yeah, I'm trying to work it out.
Yeah, you 3x plus 3x. Remember, it's the sum of 4 sides. So it's really 2 times this side plus 2 times this side. But you could just add them all up. 3x plus 3x plus 4 plus x plus 4 plus x. And what does that give you? You added it up, Mercedes?
Yeah, I'm doing it, miss.
That's 3,
Maureen
6,
said
7, 8.
8x
It is 16.
plus 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. And that's greater than or equal to 48.
So that'd be less than 48.
Greater than or equal. At least is greater than or equal.
Is at least.
Greater than or equal. What would be your answer, Maureen?
Equal?
Greater than or equal.
Yeah.
What is the value of x?
Where the x is 3.
How you getting 3?
I really had the 16 and the 48, right?
You had 8x. Okay, 8x. When you add up all your x's, you got 8x, right?
Yeah.
3x plus 3x is 6x plus 1x plus 1x. That's
It's
8x.
8x. Yeah.
And then you have 4 plus 4.
It's 8.
8. Okay.
So that is
So
16x,
this
right?
is greater than, you can't add 8 plus 8x,
Oh,
Maureen. You don't see an
oh,
x there. So
see.
you set that greater than or
So it'd
equal to 48.
be 8x.
Now solve this for x.
8.
8x plus 8 greater than or equal 48. Solve that inequality for x.
Oh, 48.
So what do you do first?
Take away 8 from both sides.
What do you do?
Subtract.
Subtract what?
8 from both sides.
That's right. Okay.
That's what I
Do
said.
that. And then Mercedes, tell me what do you get for X?
I'm getting 40.
Okay. 8X greater than or equal to 40. So what is X equal to? I'm not equal. What is X for the inequality?
No, I'm stuck. I'm not sure.
8X is a multiplication,
Oh yeah,
right? So what is X?
the opposite. So
X is 64.
No, 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 no,
No.
no. When you
Oh,
subtract 8 from both sides, you get 40, Maureen. So now you have 8X. Let
miss
me just put
5.
here. 8X.
8
Let me
5 is
put that.
40.
8X greater than or
uh,
equal to 40.
Yeah.
So what is X?
X is 5.
Not X is what, Mercedes?
5.
Greater than or equal,
Um,
right?
greater than.
less than.
Less than.
No, no,
X
greater
is
than or equal
yeah.
5.
Oh,
Yeah.
equal.
Because you divide by 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 5 40.
So you would have, let me just put it up here.
We got X is greater, right? X is equal.
X not equal now. Greater than or equal 5. That's your answer.
Um,
That's what you got, Mercedes, right?
Yes, Miss. Miss, what I was trying to work out, what number go on? Forget about the variables. What number go on each side? That's what I was trying to do.
What do
So
you
I
mean what number goes on each side?
to get the 48 centimeter in 4 different pieces, and you get 2 small piece and 2 large piece. Understand me? The number.
understand? We don't understand.
All right. I'm just looking at the number at a broader sec.
You
Like
got you got 4 sides, right?
right, and you have 2
That
small.
you got 3x, you got 3x,
Mhm.
you got 4 plus x, you got 4 plus x.
So
Those combine to give you something greater than or equal 48. So you add up all your x's, 3, 3, 1, 1. You got 8x, right? And you got 4 plus 4 to give you 8. 8x plus 8 greater than or equal 48. Subtract
okay.
8 from both sides, you get that 8x greater than or equal 40, and then you solve for x, divide by 8, x greater than or equal 5. That's your answer right here.
So you're saying that that it will be like four the 2 long side will have 4 each, and the 2 short side have 3 each.
No, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm
Now that
saying you have 3x for 2 sides, and you have 4 plus x for 2 sides.
yeah, but that's not my question. My question is because you have 48 centimeter, I want to see how I could get that 48 into 4 pieces.
No, no, that's not what you're doing here. You're trying to find what is your x value if your perimeter is 48 and these are the sides, 3x, 3x, 4 plus x, 4 plus x. It says, what is the value of x?
Yeah.
That means you got to take all 4 pieces to add up to, it says at least, so that's greater than or equal to the 48, and then solve
Uh,
for the
that's
x.
the question I'm asking you. How would you get one number and both small size that's equal and 2 other numbers for
These
the
are
long?
not equals.
I know they're not equal because 2 sides are shorter. So I'm
Because
trying.
she add you see the X next to the flat 4 plus X.
I'm stepping out
Those
the
two,
region.
those two X's by the 4 is for the short sides.
Oh, oh yes, and
That how she get 8.
the three X
Yeah.
is for the short side, right?
Yeah, that how she get 8. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And that's what I asked her for, but she didn't get it.
I probably your answer. She didn't understand it.
No, no, I don't understand
Oh, you
Mercedes'
said by you
question.
said by you said by 4 sides. That's why.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it is 4 sides.
Yeah.
There's
yeah,
a 3x here. I just didn't write it, and there's a 4 plus x over here. Because these sides add up to the perimeter. You know what perimeter is, right?
yeah, yeah,
Sum of all 4 sides.
yeah.
Yeah.
You could say 2 times this side plus 2 times, that's still saying the sum of
So
4 sides, right?
what I'm saying, why you not have the 3x at the short side and the 4 plus x at the long sides? That's what I
Well,
was
it
thinking.
doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter where you have them. You're going to solve it the same way. Whether I had a 4 plus x here or whether I had a 3x here, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing,
Okay. Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Questions? But if you had 3 times x, what's 3 times 5?
15,
What's 4 plus 5?
5,
4 plus 5?
4. No, sorry, 9.
So which one is longer?
9.
Longer than 15?
No, sorry, 15.
That's what I'm saying. This one is longer.
So, oh no, I got what you did. So you said
3
3x.
times 5 is 15. If I had
That's what.
5, it says are equal,
Oh,
right? If this was a 5, 3 times 5 is 15. But 4 plus 5 is 9. Isn't this longer
so that's what you
than this
meant.
one?
No, I don't
Yes?
understand your figures. I didn't
So you
understand
can send us some
them.
work.
Yeah, this is 4 plus x. So if my x, it says greater than or equal. So if my x is 5, 4 plus 5 is 9. 3 times 5 is 15. Isn't that a longer side than this one, Mercedes?
Yeah, but I didn't clearly understand your 3x.
Well, you kept saying this is a short side. I'm wondering how you get the short side, although it doesn't really matter. But I was wondering how you got this is a short side, just because that's a
No,
3
I
and that's a
understand.
4.
I didn't understand. I didn't understand. I didn't understood the 3x.
Yeah, 3x means 3 times x. There again, side by side multiplication, right?
Oh yes.
3x means 3 times x. 4
So
plus
you can
x
send me
means
homework.
x added to 4.
So you can send me homework.
Yes, you'll have
Yeah,
homework.
it's 3 o'clock now.
Oh, okay. All right. So this problem is based on you knowing what perimeter is. Perimeter is the sum of 4 sides. So it's really 2 times 3x plus 2 times 4 plus x. But I simplified it. I just said 3x plus 3x and 4 plus x plus 4 plus x. And these
All right.
add up to being greater than or equal to the perimeter because it says at least. You got it?
Yes, Miss Barbara.
Mercedes, did that clear it up for you?
Yeah, yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I didn't
All right.
got it when I said 3x centimeter.
Right.
You know, Miss Barbara.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I know you've got to go and come back there later.
Yeah. Right. That's right. So
Okay.
we're gonna stop here.
And you can send me some homework.